Hey, welcome to week 48 of training a miler for the Dragon's Back race, which is in 3 weeks, I'll have you know. Second week of taper time. 6 miles, Flitch Way. Flitch Way, Flitch Way, Flitch Way. How many times has the Flitch Way been on shot? I'll quiz you next week. See if you can find out. I don't even know the answer myself, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Isn't it wonderful what running without your pack, 5 kgs minimum, and yeah, you know, when you're just tapering, can feel so much different. Last 3 weeks I've been reporting really heavy legs like the hind legs of an elephant. Now I just feel absolutely light as a feather, as the boxers might say, and cruising 835s. Just a tiny bit outside zone 2, but not too much. Yeah, I mean, I think 835s without the pack are worthy of like 930s with the pack. So that's probably where I want to be for zone 2 cruising on the flat equivalent. So yeah, all good. See you tomorrow. Good morning, welcome to Wednesday the 13th of August, second run of the week in taper. This is a 6 miler on the trails, not the Flitch Way, on the trails. Got my little pack on today, just getting used to wearing it. I'll do a couple of runs with the full Dragon's pack on during the next 2 weeks as well. But I'm having, as it's taper, a little time off from that pack. Nice to be able to bounce along and run free at decent pace in zone 2, as I've said before. Now, starting to refine all the packing. I'll do a vest video this week, probably as a separate video though. But also I was just reviewing the packing list for this year. Didn't realise you had to put a little red light on the back of your shorts. I just go to show you, got to keep up to date. I was always going off the 2024 packing list. I hadn't thought to look at this year's one now. But I think that's the only thing that's different, is the red light. But then the GPXs are interesting. We start in Conwy Castle and then head around the walls, but your time, race time, doesn't start till you leave the gift shop. And they've sort of said on the instructions to people, take your time, savour the atmosphere, just really absorb the castle experience and chill, because your race time don't start till you leave the gift shop. Now, as a back marker who may well be chasing those cut-offs, that's disastrous news, because if I'm starting at the back, there's all these people, the fast ones up ahead, waving at their family, saying, oh, we're gonna have such a fun week, all chilling, going through those castle walls, which is a bottleneck of course, and I don't get to the gift shop till about 20 past 6. That'll be the worst news, because that's 20 minutes of time that could have been spent in drop bags and water. So I think for most people it's like really good news. It's like, oh, this is gonna make the experience so much more special. For me it was like, I'm gonna have to start at the front, leg it around the castle walls just to get out of that gift shop as close to 6 o'clock as possible. Oh dear, fun and games, fun and games. This is the joys of Essex and probably most counties with farming fields. What was a lovely little footpath has now disappeared because it's been ploughed over, and thankfully it's not wet, otherwise it'd all be sticking to my shoes like crazy. So there's an unofficial path up there. I'm going to take that. Serves them right for ploughing over the footpath. I just believed that I got lost. Who remembers that Pretenders song, Back on the Chain Gang? Well, we're back on the Flitch Way. Oh, da, da, da. Yep. It's a bit like all roads lead to Rome, all roads around here, all footpaths around here leads to the Flitch Way. You always find yourself on it at some stage. I love the Flitch Way. I must have done about 1,000 million miles up and down it since I've lived there. Evening folks, second run of the day, because that's what you do in taper. Jenny thinks I'm running too much in taper, but the point is that you don't do big long runs, you just break them up into lots of little runs so you don't get exhausted. So this is billed as a 5 mile trail out in Good Easter, so not the Flitch Way again. You're getting to see some different sights today. I love going on trails that we haven't been on before. Nice dark woods. God blimey, it's so dark, camera can't pick anything up. Welcome to Thursday, 14th of August. Not long, 10 miler trails, not Flitch Way. So this morning, it's quite warm. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, but I think it's already quite warm. So I've got a light pack on, 2 litres of water, just a bit of weight, and I've got my waist pack as well. And I'm thinking on this run, I'm trying to make the running at the runnable sections of day 2 sort of pace, because when we recce'd day 2, I know people say it's a bit like day 1, but there was actually, by our reckoning, 16 miles of runnable, and that's 5 miles in the last 5 miles is all runnable, very runnable in fact, and also in the middle bit there's a long section of the valley, and we reckon it totals up to about 16. So I'm trying to make these taper runs at the effort load and the sort of feeling of what I will run those bits at, and I'm hoping I'll be close to sort of 10s and 11s, feeling quite, now that's not with the full pack on, so under 10s probably with this light pack, but that's my thinking during these lovely taper weeks. Lovely local pub. Not the Flitch Way, I promise. This is not the Flitch Way. So, how am I feeling 2.5 weeks out? Good, yeah, good. Positive, much more positive than it was a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, the gardening job in this sort of 30-degree heat does zap me of my strength, I must admit. A little bit concerned about that in the week leading up to Dragons. However, this long dry spell has made all the lawns like straw, so I think I can negotiate with my clients very little mowing the week before Dragons, just maybe light pruning the hedges or light pruning the shrubs and trying to keep out the sun. That'll be crucial because it's going to be hot. I think even the first week of September for Wales is forecast as high pressure, but they did say average temperatures of around 18 on the long range forecast, so I'll take that. I just want day 1 to be steady, calm weather, no wind or very little wind. I just want to get day 1 done on nice high visibility, good conditions terrain. There's always a black sheep of the family. push the last mile just to get a bit of a high aerobic shortfall rate sorted out. Yeah, so get that high aerobic in. 163 beats, and now I'm just going to see how quick it comes down in a minute. Right, there we go, down to 130 in 1 minute of walking slowly. And I think there's a heart rate recovery calculation you can do with that, which I'll do and flash up the stats on the screen afterwards. And I don't know if that's good or bad, dropping 30 odd beats in 1 minute, but it feels good, doesn't it? I mean, down to 112 now, 30 seconds later. I'll be down to comatose in 3 minutes. Okay, so this is the long list of stuff. So this is a snapshot. Probably the heaviest piece of kit we have to all carry is our 300 grams minimum synthetic long sleeved base layer, and I'd rather have a super bright lighting up the whole of the world torch. 8.3 kgs and half a kg around the way. Oh man, this packing lark is stressful. Anyway, I've now managed to get a plan. What I'm doing with my dry bag is, even though I said my trainers were going to go in there, I'm not. My trainers are going to go in there.